If the last time you bought or sold a home on Long Island was more than a few years ago, some things have changed. And if you heard something back in 2024 about commission rules and just moved on, you probably have half the story. So let me fill you in on the rest. Back in 2024, there was a big lawsuit involving the National Association of Realtors. That story was everywhere. The New York Times, all over national media. Buyers panicked. They thought they'd have to pay their real estate agent out of their own pocket. And sellers got excited, thinking they'd save thousands. Then everyone stopped following the story. Most people are still walking around with the headline version, and a lot of it was either incomplete or just not how it's actually playing out here. So here's what you need to know. Number one, what actually changed. The old system had buyer agent compensation baked into every online listing. That's gone away. It can no longer be advertised on the MLS. And buyers now sign a written agreement with their agent before touring homes. That spells out the fee and what services are included. But here's what most people missed. Sellers can still pay the buyer's agent. That didn't go away. I'm going to say that again. Sellers can still pay the buyer's agent. The rule just changed how that conversation happens. And in nearly every deal I've worked since the change, the seller is still paying the buyer's agent. The big commission collapse everyone predicted? It didn't happen. Number two, what buyers need to know. If you're buying, the biggest change is that document. You'll sign it before you start looking at homes, and it tells you exactly what you're paying for up front. In most cases, your agent can negotiate the seller's contribution to cover that fee. And in most cases, the seller's already prepared to. It's the same idea as asking for closing cost help, which buyers have been doing forever. And last year, 88% of buyers still bought through an agent. That number didn't drop. People still want someone in their corner for what's probably the biggest purchase of their life. Number three, what sellers need to know. If you're selling, you might be thinking you can skip paying the buyer's agent and save some money. Technically you can, but technically you could always have sold a home yourself. Now here's what actually happens. When buyers have to come up with an extra 2.5% or 3% out of pocket to have representation, a lot of them skip your listing and go to the one where the seller is covering it. And it's not only about the money. A lot of buyers read a seller who won't offer it as someone who's going to be tough. The Long Island market tends to run hot or cold, and either way, there's usually someone on the other side. If you're not in the reasonable camp, you go cold, and that means fewer showings and a smaller buyer pool. The money you thought you were saving on those 2 points ends up costing you 10 on the back end or more. If you haven't bought or sold since these changes took effect, it's worth a quick conversation. So you know how things work now. No surprises, just a clear picture. Give me a call or shoot me an email. I'd love to help you figure out your next step.